Rather, lads, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Cossy. We've been listening in from Mikel Arteta and the press conference, and he's been giving us, huge updates around the injury situation as we go into that Manchester United game. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to be looking at Tomiyasu, any fresh injuries, Thomas Partey. Is there a chance that Partey could be back? Is there a chance that Tomiyasu will be playing in that game, in that early kickoff tomorrow against Manchester United? Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, because lots of Arsenal content will be coming your way. And of course, the transfer episode, I'm failing to drop it earlier, but I think I'll drop it later. Let's get to the content. Let's see what Mikel has been speaking about in his press conference. And at the Arsenal website, Mikel Arteta has faced the media ahead of our Premier League clash with Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday. The boss discussed the latest news, Nketiah's future, the top four race, the threat of Rangnick's side, and more. So let's get to read the full transcript. Hope you do enjoy. Right. So on the team news, and Tomiyasu, he said if he trains today and it feels good, then he will be available tomorrow. That is, he was asked about the availability of Tomiyasu. And personally, I feel this is going to be the game when Tomiyasu comes back. And at first, we thought it was a simple injury. I think we were going into the international break. But how many games has he missed? Around 6 games, around 5 to 6 games that Takira has actually missed for us still. But he's a huge player for us, and I think if he comes back in that game, he would really give us lots and lots of confidence, lots and lots of quality, especially defensive wise, and he would allow us to play that back three, that famous back three, allowing Nuno Tavares play high up the pitch, and also allowing players like Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White to be very, very comfortable, because he just provides that extra layer of defensive quality that Arsenal really get from him. And you've seen that in most cases when we played Cedric Suarez on that right hand side of the defense, it's not actually worked out. It's not been that awful, but I don't think he's been giving us exactly what we get from Takehiro Tomiyasu. So tomorrow could be the day. I hope. I hope he doesn't pick up any other injury during training. On any fresh new injuries, this is what he said. No, we don't. We haven't really trained. We had a recovery session yesterday, and today we are training late in the stadium because obviously the turnaround is again what they did to us for a few weeks ago. That's the best way to try and train as late as possible to be able to do something before the match. So there are no fresh injuries recorded as per time of recording this video, but I'm gonna keep on doing a couple of videos, so if anything comes up in terms of injuries. But I think everyone is okay. If you look, no one limped off the pitch as we were playing Chelsea, and everyone looked fit. So according to Mikel, Tomiyasu could be back, and we do not have any fresh injuries. On knocking Manchester United out of the top 4 contention, he said, I think there are going to be a lot of twists still. That's what we have to do, perform and play well tomorrow to deserve to win the match, which I think will be very, very difficult. Look, I think he's absolutely spot on there. It's going to be difficult to win this game because it's, on any day, Arsenal, Manchester United raises onto the occasion. Both teams always raise, up to the occasion. There's never been a time when I've seen Arsenal look. I think those times have been there when Arsenal has been shit, when United has been shit. But remember, we always used to dominate them, under Arsene Wenger, and we lost those games. So it's not going to be an easy one, and I think it's a final. It's a game where all parties have everything to play for. Absolutely everything. On Erik Ten Hag's appointment as Manchester United manager, he said, yes, I think he's been really good. What he did a couple of years ago in the Champions League, especially the way his teams play, it's a Manchester United decision. There is nothing more to say. Absolutely, I don't think Yeah, look, it's more of our business, by the way. I don't want to say it's a business. As Arsenal, it's our business because United getting a top quality manager, with Spurs having a top quality manager, Chelsea having a top quality manager, so do Liverpool and City. That means that out of the top 5, we are the only team that have a manager with no experience, a manager that is learning on the job, a manager that has that needs a lot of time and a lot of excuses whenever whenever things go wrong. So it's part of our business, because I don't think it's gonna be too long or very far away before we see Newcastle hire Zinedine Zidane, or we see Newcastle hire Mauricio Pochettino. I don't think I highly anticipate Mauricio Pochettino will join Newcastle. I highly anticipate that. But look, it's not a speculation show. It is a facts show and a press conference reaction. On the timing of the announcement, it says for us there is no impact. For them, I don't know what's going to happen, but for us, nothing changes. Look, I think announcing Eric Ten Hag for me, has not impacted Manchester United, unless we are going to see it in this game. But I don't think it's, because these players already knew that he was coming in as the next manager. And you look at that shit performance they played against Liverpool. You look at how they played against Liverpool. They didn't care. They absolutely didn't care. They don't care. They're not even fighting to be recognized by the next manager. And that's why I agree with Mikel. I don't think the announcement and timing of that announcement of Ten Hag as a new manager really means anything to us as Arsenal. We just need to go there and treat them like the shit side they've been all season. Nothing more, nothing less, honestly. On Eddie Nketiah's chances playing on Saturday, he said we will see. Let's see how he recovers, how everybody is, and we will try to put the best possible team out to try and win the game. I would love to ask you guys here on Eddie. Do you think we should keep him in that starting 11 against United? Because I think it really did very well, troubling Andreas Christensen and Malang Sarr against Chelsea. And United, we know that their defense, apart from Aaron Wan-Bissaka, is one player that I feel is so decorated defensive-wise, but the rest of them, they're so porous. They're very, very. I think they're second level. They're second grade. Not even second grade, probably fifth grade. So I think Eddie Nketiah should be in there, disturbing Harry Maguire. At least we know with Maguire's poor marking, Nketiah will get the chances. And those chances will fall onto a striker who positions himself very well. We saw it with Sadio Mane on the third goal. We saw it with Salah on the second goal. That beautiful run, and Maguire is wrongly positioned. So if Harry Maguire play Eddie Nketiah, definitely, I think it's going to be massively important that we do. On changing our winning side, right? This is a very, very good question. I would upload anyone who asked this and says it is hard, but fortunately that has been the case in many weeks when had to pick others that have to step in, and they've done really well for the team because they always prepare well. That's what we expect. That doesn't mean that we are always going to repeat the same lineup. We have options to change, and we have options to change again tomorrow and play in different ways. Look, changing the winning lineup against Chelsea, spot on. But changing the winning lineup for the second time within a space of 3-4 days, not spot on. No, that is not spot on. So I would definitely say let Mikel Arteta play the same team. You could make one or two changes. Probably Martinelli comes in, because no Arsenal fan doesn't want Martinelli to come into that side. So Martinelli comes in. That is all right. But what we do not want is to see a complete lineup or starting 11 overall. I mean, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense. I don't want to see 3 changes. At most 2 changes. Tomiyasu and Tomiyasu and Gabriel Martinelli. Right? That's it. I don't want to see Lacazette, Martinelli, Tomiyasu. I mean, those are many changes. Those are too many changes. Just keep it intact. Just add, maybe change one or two players just to add that extra bit of quality and maybe to handle the game differently according to your game plan. But I mean, don't change everything. But of course, he changed that team against Chelsea and it was really marvelous. On finishing in the top four for us, he said, I'm really excited about the options that we have ahead of us, and we are going to give it a go and try our best to reach that. Yeah, that's a very, very straightforward answer from a manager who literally never gives straightforward answers. And I think, look, if you look at the games that we have, the last, I think, 5 games? 5 games, right? Apart from United and Spurs have a better run because Spurs will play Brentford, then they'll play, I think, Liverpool, and then they'll play Arsenal, and then from there they have 2 easy games. I think they have Norwich and I think they have Norwich and Burnley at the end of the season. Arsenal have, because we have to play United first, then we'll play West Ham, North London derby, difficult game. Then we'll play Tottenham, we'll play Leeds, we'll play I think our season ends with Everton, does it? Our season, then we play Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle are on a very great run, and this injury-ridden Arsenal is going to be very, very tough tie between us. Everton, they can be tricky. You can beat them, but they can be tricky. So, look, I think we're still dropping more points, and that's why I feel make sure that you end Manchester United season so that even if you don't get to Spurs, you're not worried about United and West Ham. I hope we win our next 2 games, that is United and West Ham. It gives us an advantage over those 2, and for me, the season will be over. Then we get on with transfers. On assessing Manchester United against Liverpool, he said, I'm not here to assess anybody's performance. I watched the game. It was an exceptional game. Not exceptional at all, Mikel. Don't lie about that. The first half, especially the way Liverpool played, was outstanding. We all know how difficult it is to go to Anfield. They have really good moments in the season. They have had exceptional players. They have exceptional players, and they have the ability to beat any team. I don't think it was a mesmerizing performance from Liverpool. I don't think that was ecstatic. No, it was Liverpool riddling bullets into a dead body. Yeah, that is how I would explain that, because that United side didn't show up. Honestly, lads, they didn't show up. There are times when you feel like a team maybe has showed up to a little bit, but they didn't try. And Salah said it in the press conference after that game that they didn't try. They made it so easy for us. They make it so easy. And I hope they make it so easy for Arsenal, and Arsenal take that opportunity as well. So, for Mikel, outstanding performance from Liverpool? No. I think what Liverpool did better than Everton is they scored more. But I think it's the same United side that played Everton, the same United side that played Everton, Leicester, and Norwich. The difference is are the results, right? At Liverpool, they lost 4-0. Norwich, they won 3-2. Leicester, 1-1. Nearly lost that one. And Everton, 1-0. But is there any difference in quality? Did they show any fighting spirit in these games? Not really. On Bukayo Saka's penalty, said what it tells me is the moment that he had and the experience that he had is over and learned from that, and he's willing to take more responsibility and is willing to take big decisions that can define big moments, and that's what I want. As he says, he's confident to take the step forward, and what's important is that he's ready to take the team and he's ready for the team to make that contribution. Look, that penalty, I'm gonna say, Saka, pick up Saka. When you've missed a penalty, a crucial penalty in the Euros, you have a lot of stigma. You have a lot of, I think, whenever you place that ball onto the penalty spot, it's kind of a rewind in your brain. You just get cold feet. And if he had missed that penalty, I wouldn't be fuming, because I would be fuming because it would have it would have put us in danger. But I wouldn't be fuming at Saka, because I know the more penalties he takes, the more confident he gets, right? But I mean, he's a genius. This season, he's been an absolute genius, and if he can get another season or two like that, trust me, he will be better than Raheem Sterling at some point. The Raheem Sterling under Pep Guardiola, he would be better, because Raheem Sterling has managed to score almost 20 goals, and above for 5 consecutive seasons. He's been doing the double figures for City all the time. And I think Saka has got the ability to do that. On a change in energy since beating City, he said after winning, a dressing room is much more better than losing one. When I have to analyze that energy, obviously is better, but I'm proud about this team. But what I'm proud about this team is that they behave is how they behave when things are not going our way, and when things become difficult, and how willing everyone is to push the boat in the same direction, right? That's good. On how the academy players have dealt with the pressure, he said that is because all of the work that a lot of the coaches and a lot of people have made decisions to recruit our academy players in the past, and that's a testament to a lot of work they have done. So the compliments, I think, should be for them and for the players that have stuck in a big match. I have said if you want to play in the Champions League, you have to go to these stadiums and be able to win, and it's rare. But our 3 academy players scored and made a difference in the game. I mean, look, I think it's a proud moment. It's a proud moment. We not only beat Chelsea with an average age of 23, but all those players are made in Arsenal. All those players are Arsenal-made players that scored. Look, I think Odegaard had a very, very huge impact on that game, and Xhaka as well. But I mean, when you're on the score sheet, you take the headlines, don't you? On the fan-led T4 display for Saturday, he said, I'm really pleased to hear all of those, because that initiative means that they're really engaged with the team, and they want to show them they are with the team, that they want to participate, and they feel like they are really participating in the success of the team. And they have always said that if And they've always said that if this stadium, well, I don't understand that, and I've always said that, if we make this stadium a fortress, it will be really difficult not to be successful. They have a big part to play, and hopefully tomorrow they can help us do that. Yeah, I mean, being at home is an advantage, especially with with your fans around. There's no question around there. This is a huge question. This is a huge comment on turning Arsenal around. I said normally when you have to make that many changes, that many decisions that are really tough, and have been sitting there for a while, it's pretty difficult for a manager to continue unless you're extremely successful. But we've done that together. It's not a decision that I made myself. It's a decision that we have thought through carefully about the direction and the ambition that we decided to implement at the club. That we knew there were risks, but it was, in our opinion, the best way to move as fast as possible in the most efficient way. And then you need to have the support, and I have great connection to Edu, with the board, with the ownership, and that relationship is really, really vital. Look, I think for me right now, yes, he's done a lot. But in terms of saying he's really turned it around, I'm not going to say that. I'm not really going to say that. But he's really done a great job. This is a better Arsenal. This Arsenal side is watchable now. This Arsenal side is it is no longer so hard to support Arsenal. It's no longer so painful to support Arsenal, right? Yes, the pain is there. We don't have trophies. We have nothing to show in our in our past 2 decades. No Champions League, no Europa League, title, no Premier League title. But in the past few months, you feel when Arsenal lose, you're hurting genuinely, and when Arsenal win, you're celebrating genuinely. And I think he's done that. He's brought back that. I hope he can do better. On the patience that Edu and the board have given him, and whether he can offer any advice to Manchester United's new manager. Wow. I mean, who asks these bullshit questions? And then he said, I cannot give any advice, Definitely. I haven't been here 25 years in a row to give advice to anybody. I just try to do my job as good as possible, and the rest have to try to do the same. Yeah. Look, that's a bullshit question. Bullshit question. On whether the best is yet to come from our young team, I said no. I think the potential of individuals and the collective is much bigger. I hope in terms of the quality, the consistency, the delivery, the experience that they have. The amount of times they have played at a professional level, the amount of times they have been coached in that way, in the way that I want the team to play, to go through struggles, to go through pressure, to get to understand each other. They haven't been playing together for a long time, and there are a lot of things that can be done much better. Yeah, there's so many things that come with consistency, especially in a footballing side. There's so many things that come with consistency. There's so many things that come with that. I mean, I don't know. Time breeds quality in football. Seen it at City, seen it at Liverpool. Those are the best examples I can ever give. And the most long-lasting examples are Bayern, Dortmund, Juve, Barca, and Madrid. Just look at how they build their squads, and they just feed in a few players, and by the time a whole squad runs into shambles, it's the end of an era. It's not the end of a spell. It's a simple period of time, right? So I think it's gonna take time. I've already said that. But we will, I think we will get better. On the tragic news about Cristiano Ronaldo, he said, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about something like that, because unless you experience it, you probably cannot be in the same level. You probably cannot be in the same level to express or to go through the pain you should be feeling about it. At least what this country and this league have shown with what happened at Anfield the other day, I think is exceptional. Yeah, I want to upload Liverpool fans as well. And look, that's a big rivalry. But Liverpool fans did stand with Cristiano Ronaldo, and just give him a moment of silence and a round of applause to show that we are with you. Football is with you. And I think the words of the commentator then really caught to my heart, because he said, "Thank God there is humanity left in football. Thank God." And honestly, I can't lie. I really can't lie. Thank God there is some humanity left in football. Thank God. Absolutely. Thank God. Right. On Alexander Lacazette's availability tomorrow. Did I say Lacazette's available? Oh my God. What am I trying to say? I said he trained yesterday, and hopefully he will be feeling better today. So after COVID, we have players that struggled for weeks, others that have recovered quicker. Let's see. But obviously, he's been a player that we need contributing and being at his best. Hopefully can actually recover quickly. On Mohamed El Neni, I will say that for me, he's one of the most important players in the squad. Wow. This guy is, why would you lie? Why would you lie on a public platform? And it says for what he's done when you give him the chance to play, and for the things that he does when he doesn't play. He's a phenomenal person, and then you have to judge the footballers as well. You have to judge the footballer as well, that sometimes doesn't get probably the credit that he deserves. Okay. I mean, the times I really don't want to get into those debates, really. On if El Neni could sign a new deal, it says it's another one where we are going to have another conversation at the end of the season and see what to do with that one as well. Personally, Mohamed El Neni, a new contract. You are kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. He's part of the deadwood. The fact that he's been part of squad depth, part of that squad, the wings, the peripheral parts of the squad doesn't make him any better. Part of that deadwood, part of the deadwood that was left by the Arsene Wenger era, and you cannot keep them. Just let them go. Just let them go. No conversations needed. Thank you. And if he wants to keep him, he says, I'm really happy with them. That's what I really can say. On following the footsteps of Arsene Wenger, he says, it does cross my mind, when taking the job, but it was a tiny comparison to the excitement and the opportunity that I saw to join this club and try to do what we all wanted to do, which is to get it back where Arsene took it at the highest level. And obviously that desire was much bigger than the worries of failure. On if he almost became manager straight after Arsene left, he said it was close because but things happen for a reason and probably was too soon. On why he didn't become our manager then, he says because there are people who made decisions and they made a different decision. All right. On if he turned down the job, he said, for me to turn down this club is extremely difficult, and when you see it closely, there is something happening there that you just want to do it. But again, they signed another exceptional coach that again is showing in Villarreal how good he is. But sometimes it is not about the capacity for a person; it's the capacity of the context that you showed or the team that fits. If it's the right moment or not the right moment, sometimes it's not about the capacity, it's about the timing. All right. And then lastly, on whether not joining Arsenal right away helped him and by not replacing Arsene Wenger straight away, he said, I don't know. The thing is, the exceptions of this club are going to be always the best because we are going to compare all the time with the beautiful moments that we lived together here. There is no choice when there is no choice when is the perfect moment. I don't know. What I'm saying is, do I really enjoy what I'm doing and how I'm doing it? Yes, because I know what we can do and what our potential is. Look, so that is Mikel Arteta's press conference, running down all those comments and everything. But one thing I loved about that is I feel he's confident. I feel he's confident as we go into the Manchester United game. He's not shaken. He's not frightened. You know, at times managers just get frightened for nothing, you know. But, you know, that's Mikel Arteta speaking there to the media. Look, I didn't know he would that he was in line for the job after to replace Arsene Wenger. I didn't know that. Would I have wanted him then? No, not at all. Because, you know, when Arsene Wenger left, I thought Arsenal needed a top-class manager. That's what we tried to do with Unai Emery, and it didn't work out. So we went back to basics. We went to the reset mode. Hit the like button, subscribe. Arsenal take on Manchester United tomorrow. Huge game. Your comments, I'm going to be for every after an hour on the video. I'm in the comments chatting with you. I've already replied to some of your comments on the previous video. The predicted lineup is out. The preview is also out. Of course, I'll be joined by Glenn today as we, discuss more on how to beat United and whether we can beat United, because it's a tricky fixture as well. So make sure you catch me then, and I'll be very, very sure to speak to you in the next one.